Hey guys, IO Crypto Mining here, and so today's gonna be a little bit different video. As you can see, I am gonna talk about these ETC MC nodes, and as you can see, I have three of them going right now, and I'm gonna kind of talk about what I see in this, what the profit is like, how hard it was to kind of set up and stuff, and then what's my plan going forward. So it's a little bit different. Normally, you see hardware or GPUs or some kind of spreadsheet or something. This is a little bit different, and so I'll have a little bit of a spreadsheet, but I will talk a little bit more about these nodes and kind of go from there. Okay, guys. So, what is ETCMC? As you can see from their website here, it's a DAO that they're using to boost different projects and stuff on the Ethereum Classic network. I haven't looked into this too much. I'm just here for the profits, but it's this kind of, if you want to look through this, read through the website, go for it. This is what it is. And right now, the price of ETC PAL, so they pay you out in ETC PAL, you can then exchange it for ETC. The price right now is at $1.90, and so as you can see, the last month it has tripled in price, almost quadrupled in price. So that's where all the profits are coming from. And so I made a little spreadsheet here, kind of talking about it. So my three nodes been up for 30 hours, 16 hours, and 2 hours, and this is what they've made in ETC POW. And at the current price of $1.90, I made $18.80, and it's just one on my computer, and the other one is a little mini PC sitting right here. And if you make $15 a day from one node, they say it's going to be more like $20, but we'll just, on the safe side, we say $15 a day. You're paying off one of these nodes in 30 days. And what it is you can either buy like a pre-built node for you. I think it's a little over $400, or you can build one. And so I have a couple like mini PCs here that you could use. Let me blow this up a little bit. And so this is not one I have, but this one would work to where it has the minimum needed, and you could put one node on there, no problem. So 180, $200, or 190, $200 worth, and then the digital download is $250. So buy one little mini PC, buy the digital download. It's your $450, and then you get it paid off in 30 days, which is pretty dang good. My plan is I have one of these little nicer mini PCs, so this isn't the exact one I have, but it's pretty dang close. And so it's got a little bit more storage, more RAM, and it's a little bit better processor. So you can just barely get two on something like this. Your memory gets pretty dang close, but it's got a little more oomph, so you can get two on there. What I might do is buy a little bit nicer one than that and get three on it. So it's got 32 gigs, 1 terabyte SSD, and a little bit better processor, and then I can get three on one little mini PC. And so I'm all for doing Proxmox and do it on Windows, and just make three different Windows VMs, put three nodes on there, and then I can kind of control it from this computer. That's my plan. I want to be able to control it from here instead of having separate little mini PCs. I gotta plug a display in, I gotta plug a keyboard in, and make sure it's up and running, that kind of stuff. I'd rather just have it all in one spot and just have these little mini PCs sit on my desk. So that's my plan. When I get closer to buying one, I'll actually price these out a little bit better. But I'm just kind of giving you some examples of what you can do. And so that's my plan. That's what I want to do, is have a couple of these. Have 10 nodes, 12, because you can pay them off in 30 days. So I'm just going to have the three I have now, get to where I can buy one of these, in like a couple weeks, like 2 or 3 weeks, I can cash out, get one of these, order it, and when it shows up, set them up and get three more nodes going and so forth. So I'm just kind of build on it. I'll probably make a limit at some point, like 10 or 12, or maybe 15 or 20, depends how fast I can get them loaded, because I don't know if it's long term going to work, but if I can just keep gaining my profits, worst case, I have some mini PCs I can do some different wallets I can do just different stuff with. And so when I'm learning Proxmox, I can kind of use that for other reasons. So that's something I'm looking at. Now, how do you set it up? Why and that kind of stuff? I'm not very good at this. So I copied Rabbit Mining. He's got this ETMC Digital Edition, your hardware, and he walks through how to get your ETC, transfer it to ETC POW, buy the digital version, and then setting it up. And he talks about it. So I copied his video, pretty much word for word. I also copied a different video on how to do the Proxmox VM. So that was something I didn't know how to do, 3 or 4 days ago. I got this mini PC on Friday night. I played with it, got it set up, got this node going, and yeah. So this isn't a video about how to do it. Go watch Rabid. He's been on this. He's been talking about this for over a month now. So he was on it from the beginning. So props to him. Now talking about this node, these nodes, they're a pain in the butt. They are cumbersome. They're not very. Sometimes you're connected to peers. Sometimes you'll have no one connected. They're not great. As you can see, it's pretty self-explanatory. It's just mine and stop. Like, it's not too difficult to actually do it, but they're not awesome. So you kind of have to babysit them a little bit. That's what I've kind of seen here. We'll see how this next week plays out now that they're up and running and so forth. Mine took all of 24 hours to sync up. It's got 8 years of transactions it's got to catch up with. So mine took all of 24 hours, and one of them took a little bit longer than that. I know someone else in the crypto space, Mining King. He actually started his at the same time. He used a little less robust hardware, and his, I don't think he's even synced up yet. So it depends on what kind of stuff you use, and you want to have a little oomph behind it. I also know that the ETC MC community does not really like the VMs. They don't like us using Proxmox and VM and then making a bunch of them, that kind of stuff. So don't expect to get a lot of help. It wasn't too hard. I figured it out. I got it going. It took a little bit to connect with it. You can do it. It's not too difficult, but don't expect it to be awesome and great. But once it gets going, you kind of just leave it. Don't touch it. It'll do its thing. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. It's way different than normal, but I have been messing with this all weekend. I enjoy it. I think it's worth it. We'll see where we're at in a couple weeks or a month or a couple months. I'm not going to tell you to go out and buy it. I'm just saying I'm trying it. I don't mind it right now. Kind of go from there. Thank you guys.